the dating guy.
Yeah.
But it came up. Sorry, repeat the question.
Just, do you think it's consistent in someone's philosophy to say simultaneously that abortion is murder, but that the person who actually asks for that murder effectively should not have to go to jail? Do you think that's consistent, or do you think that doesn't make sense?
I'm not even following. Sorry, I've got.
Think about it.
If somebody conceives
of abortion as murder,
yes.
Do you think that if they engage in getting an abortion, aka murder, they should be excluded from going to jail because they're just a victim? Do you think that's consistent?
I don't, honestly.
You're not representing. You're not representing my argument.
That's my answer.
There's an important wrinkle that you're missing, which is that the woman, in my view, in any objective analysis, does not get the full picture of what's being done to her, the full picture of the being inside of her. So that's a very important element you're missing here, right?
But I was saying that even if in the cases that they do, and they choose to get an abortion, should they go to jail? And you wouldn't engage with the hypothetical. I want to see if Brian will.
So let me be honest. If they did engage in that and all that, there should be a national forgiveness for those women.
Okay.
And that's what I would say. And in those very rare cases, because what we're talking about is improbable, it would be, first of all, insanely unpopular, and I'm very aware of that. But I offer grace and forgiveness to women that have had abortion, not to the people that have conducted them.
Oh.
I do want to move on here a little bit because Charlie has to leave in about 15, 20 minutes. So last thing on the abortion thing, just really quick, and I think we might have touched on this before, I guess just for Pixie and you, just since you guys seem the most vocal on this topic. Do you think that a woman not being financially ready is a valid reason to get an abortion?
Yes.
Yeah.
All of you? Okay.
Yes.
What about parental responsibility? Maybe they could be financially ready, but they just don't want to the increased burden, I guess, to be a parent. Is that also a valid?
That's valid.
Valid reason?
I don't think the government has a right to basically dictate your bodily autonomy. That's where I draw the line. Even if another being is dependent on it.
So I have a question for you. What do you say to a man who is not financially ready or who is not perhaps not ready for the parental responsibility? What do you tell him?
It's his choice too.
Should he have not had sex? Is that what you tell a man?
No.
I
think they should have been more careful, but I wouldn't say overall that they're responsible for engaging in sex. Accidents happen with everything.
But what is the outcome for a man who is not financially ready or does not want the parental responsibility?
Paper abortions. They call these paper abortions. You can write away your parental
men's rights advocates prefer, I believe that the term is legal paternal surrender.
Legal paternal surrender is the solution to this, where men can surrender their rights and any claims to parenthood of that child.
And they wouldn't have to pay child support.
Right, exactly. I think that is the...
Do you think that that's...
It's an imperfect solution, but it's the closest thing that you could get because you would never have the say over whether or not somebody carries a pregnancy to term. Somebody else.
Okay. Pixie, any thoughts on that?
Yeah. I guess I'm in similar alignment. I think... Again, I think there's a legal question of abortion and there's a moral question as well as when it comes to giving birth. And that's why I think even morally, even though I might not personally have an abortion or whatever, I just don't think the government has a right to tell you what to do with your body.
If you can, try to actually answer the question. So,
what
do you tell, because in all 50 states in the U.S., whether there's abortion rights or not in that state, in all 50 states, if the woman chooses to proceed with the pregnancy and has the child, there's certainly going to be some either financial or parental responsibilities that men cannot so easily do away with. Do you think that it's...
I understand what you're saying.
What do you tell a man, though, who's like, I don't want to have to pay child support. I don't want to have to be parentally responsible for the child. What do you say to...
I think you have a legal right to do that. That doesn't necessarily mean...
men don't have a legal right to do that in any state. But it's really interesting how people who are in favor of abortion become Bronze Age pro-lifers when it comes to the male side of this.
Well, no,
because
I'm consistent. I've said that legally. I don't think the government should have a say on what you do with your bodily autonomy. And I think legally, a man should have the government shouldn't necessarily force you to claim childhood or parenthood over a child that you don't claim to have. Does that make sense? I'm saying that there's a legal consistency here that I believe in.
Okay, so you're in favor of a legal paternal surrender.
Yeah.
Perhaps in states where abortion is legal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And men
Okay.
are already surrendering their children, even without that not happening.
See, I don't
men
think men
men
should
can
be
walk
forced to
out
take care of their kids.
on
Yeah.
their men can already walk out on their
Opposite.
children.
I
Men can
think-
walk out on their
You
children.
think
They
men
already do.
morally
I think
you
it would be
should-
better.
Of course.
But I don't think, yeah, I think there's a difference between like moral and legality, and that's where I think we would agree.
Yeah, men
Okay.
are already doing this. I
Quick
think it would just be better to regulate it and bring it above board and make it like a formalized legal thing.
Yeah. So I have a question. You're obviously very pro-life. Are you a vegetarian?
I am not a vegetarian. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm vegan.
Doesn't sound
even
very
though I'm
pro-life.
vegetarian.
Slay.
Well, a cow is not a human being.
But it's a
It
life.
was a life.
It's not a
It's more
human
life
life.
than a
I think he's
uterus.
pro-human.
Well, hold on a second.
Pro-human life.
You do know
Human
that
supremacy.
vegetables are alive too.
Broccoli screams when you pull it
Yes.
from the ground.
So,
True.
and by the way, there is a moral difference between a cow or a salmon or swordfish than a human being.
I don't think she was equating them, but she was just saying that they have the capacity for life,
I think they're
suffering,
still
like,
alive.
or
Well,
like I think
that's why I
a
said,
cow,
hold on, go rewind the tape. I said, when does human life begin? I did ask that question, right?
No, I don't
Which-
think she was calling that into question. I think she was just asking, like,
I was
do
just
you
saying in
extend that to
general,
animals? Because most people
pro-life.
won't
No,
extend that to
I do
animals.
not. No,
Animals are
I think
life.
that we as human beings have supremacy over animals. Yeah, we should watch and care for animals to the best of our ability, so we should kill them humanely. But
What is this? Come on now.
That's
what
what
are
the
you
abortion
saying?
argument.
well, hold
You
on.
made abortion.
Wait, if you really think a human life and a cow is similar, then
A
that's,
cow is better than a human life. Let me
Similar
just
as
say
far as
that.
like moral worth
Cows
and
are
moral
so sweet.
consideration. I don't think that there's going to be like a comparison as far as like in the way that you're making, I guess. But like people feel this attachment to animals already, like they're pets, right? Like a dog or a cat. Honestly, if you ask most people, would you rather save a stranger in a fire or your pet,
My
your
pet.
dog or your
Well,
cat
that's
in a
screwed up
fire?
morally.
Most people would say,
No,
I'm
you're
gonna
right.
save my pet.
Yeah, because that's screwed up because they follow their heart, not their head.
Why
know.
my
I have a
cat
question.
matters.
Wait,
Well,
You shouldn't
Following
follow
that-
your
I,
heart.
really
That's
quick, but I do want to move.
No, you
move
are
on.
right. Most people would save their dog, or a
Yeah.
stranger went drowning, they would save the dog. You're
Yeah.
right, and that's
If it was their dog.
that is a
I think
yes,
if it was
your
just a dog, they didn't
and
know
a
they wouldn't.
stranger. But to answer your question, no, I'm a meat eater and I'm proud of it.
He's a proud meat eater, folks.
Oh wait, really quick. You asked if I would date a pro-lifer, Lila, who comes on your show? What's her name?
Lila Rose.
Lila Rose.
Oh,
she's
I
been
would
on
date Lila Rose.
3-4
Okay,
times.
I will
Wait,
become
huh?
pro-life for you, Lila. You're beautiful. so.
All right, I'll let her know, and perhaps.
Yeah,
well,
there you
she's
go.
married. Okay, all right. Let's pump the
I
brakes.
missed. I
pump the brakes
missed
here.
my opportunity.
So a couple. I think some of you raised your hand when you said you were feminists. Do you guys believe in the patriarchy,
Yeah, of course.
the evil patriarchy? You know,
I don't know much about
It's
it.
conspiracy.
So.
It
All I
is,
know is
it's,
men and
it's
horses.
basically QAnon for liberal feminists.
Didn't Sorenbra, or sorry, Chase, like he thinks that patriarchy is the natural state of the world and should be brought back to that. So how is that QAnon if it's like people within your own group believe that?
Acknowledge-
I
Origin.
disagree with Chase about a lot of things, and
Okay.
I mean
That
he's been a recurring guest on the show, but he's not. His views are not
A reflection of whatever.
necessarily representative of whatever. So
But do you think that the like tradcons or people, I don't know, I think all tradcons believe in this, but a lot of them who claim like patriarchy should be the state of the world. Do you
Yeah, like
believe
the
they're
patriarchal family
QAnoners?
structure.
I think there's certainly some merit to it, but I do everybody, and also I think people have different definitions of what that is. I mean, I certainly don't think that we live in a patriarchy currently. I don't think there's patriarchy.
Do you mean the United States or globally, or both?
I mean, I think it vary based on the country.
That's a good question.
For example, the United Kingdom has, for the past 200 years, for most of those 200 years, has been, maybe it's even more, has been under the rule of a queen.
Mm-hmm.
It was monarchy, but I mean, well, I'm not super.
A sovereign. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not super well educated on the.
It's more a figurehead, but still.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But going back to my question, patriarchy. You guys believe in the patriarchy? Is there patriarchy?
We believe in that patriarchy.
Well, what about the other panelists here? Sophia,
don't really
is there
know what it
patriarchy? You seem very
I'm about to use the
strong
bathroom.
opinions on the patriarchy.
Oh, do I really
Is,
look
is there
like that?
patriarchy?
Can I
Yeah,
use the
the pa-
bathroom?
This
The,
is
the
patriarchy
patriarchy is
at play.
dictating sheep.
Loose Pussy Energy
Jesus.
donated
Oh my
$200. Brian, how are you not going to invite Josie when you got Destiny's Librarian on?
Oh.
Josie greater than Screechy Four Eyes. Alpha Joe Dirt, Lrin, Feminism, 304s
Okay.
and Simps.
Okay, all right.
Hashtag stole my audio fingers number 8 at 18. Hashtag I want the smoke.
Okay, LP.
I got like 5 minutes. We can wrap it up.
Okay,
Start to
yes,
land the plane.
definitely. Yo, LP, thank you, appreciate it. Okay, so I think I wanted to do one thing with Sophia. Yo, Sophia, can you wait like 5 minutes before you use the bathroom?
I'm sorry.
I wanted Charlie's thoughts on this, and we're gonna have a little bit of reverb issues, but just bear through it, and then I'll fix it once next time we get to it. Sophia, I was curious. Sophia, you do OnlyFans. I noticed in some of your photos, Nick, if you can pull them up.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Zoom it out just a tad. Nick,
Thank you.
one more. Nick, I noticed you're wearing a cross next.
Yes.
Are you Christian?
So I grew up
Scroll, make it
Catholic.
bigger, Nick.
I grew up Catholic, and my mom.
There's another, but scroll up, Nick. Scroll up, come on. No, Nick, scroll down so I can.
Oh gosh. I know where this is leading to.
This is gonna be a cross, okay? The next one. Not too far, Nick. Scroll down a little. Okay, all right. There you go, Nick. This guy can't. Okay. Another cross, okay? What cheers you up? And there's a tip. What emoji is that? The eggplant. Okay, next. Okay, Netflix and Fook, and there's the cross, and then of course you use your Twitter to scroll down just a bit. You use your Twitter to you promote your OnlyFans. So I'm curious. Do you while you're shooting your OnlyFans content, your pornographic content, do you wear your cross while you?
Oh man.
And I noticed you're wearing a cross. I think you're.
I know. I took off my cross. I don't have a cross with me right now.
That top
I
one
have it
is
at
like
home,
an
but-
altered. Anyways, do you wear your cross while you're shooting pornographic content?
I probably have, yes.
You probably have.
How
do you reconcile? Are you Christian?
I grew up Catholic.
Okay, Catholic.
And my mom is. We grew up Catholic because my dad and my
Sure.
mom is Christian.
Okay.
But I mean, my personal beliefs. I believe in God. I believe in a higher being. But
Sure.
I'm not as strict as I would say a Catholic would be, like a firm believer.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't really think much of it, and maybe I'm at fault for that.